Angle on the iTunes app on a cracked iPhone screen. A female thumb, unmanicured, dirt under the nail, scrolls through artists. Morrissey, Nick Cave, finally landing on Peaches.
Aside from being the inspiration for some seriously badass music, I believe sex to be truly disgusting.
She selects the song Fuck the Pain Away. The driving, seductive rhythm plays over montage, multiple orgasm faces. A study of human sexuality, like something out of the Kinsey Report. The rhythm of their moans is melodic in time with the music. It's awkward, a little funny, and very intimate.
I mean, come on. Look at this. This isn't exactly dignified.
Close up on a ginger hipster guy pumping away, face red, on the verge of orgasm. A cute, cherubic Asian woman. A sweet gay man. A kindly older gentleman. Getting closer and closer to joy when we cut to dirty Converse sneakers, jammed on bare feet. A ripped Who t-shirt pulled over a mop of messy hair. A worn skateboard plastered with stickers dropped on the sidewalk. The dirty Converse kicking faster and faster.
Everything about sex is absurd.
From the desperate mating rituals and sad posturing to the sloppy
Pawing and gross slobbering.
Close up on the kindly older gentleman finally climaxing.
God!
To the ultimate, final, frantic, explosive finish.
Interior, vagina, uterus, CG. The thumping bass of the song kicks into high gear as we are thrown into fertilization by way of Jerry Bruckheimer. Hundreds of spermatozoa race past the camera, zooming into the lush, fertile uterus. They're cute little guys with long, wriggling tails and a shit ton of enthusiasm, but competitive. One sperm in particular, let's call him Eager Beaver, pulls ahead of the pack, racing toward the ovum. Looming dead ahead like the Death Star, a perfect, spherical, sinister marvel. Eager Beaver gets there first, but the others are right on his heels. The sperm crash into the ovum, wriggling frantically, trying to break the surface until finally, Eager Beaver kicks it into high gear, breaks on through to the other side. Music plays over, exterior, sidewalk following. Ryan Siskin, 16, bursts out of a dark tunnel, rocketing down the pavement. She leans back, confident on the board, lolling this way and that. We can't see her face, not yet. Just a distinct laissez-faire fuck you attitude is all we get.
It's just plain stupid. But that doesn't stop everyone, I mean like everyone, from doing it.
A shirtless hunk, 20, works on his car, eyes her lasciviously. He gives her his best "what's up" nod.
Or at least wanting it. Everyone but me.
Ryan throws up her middle fingers. A broad smile crosses her face. No makeup, no attention paid to her hair or her style of dress. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Archival footage. A shoddily animated cross-section of a penis illustrating the blood flow and its gradual engorgement.
And this.
Quick cuts. Various illustrations of vaginal penetration. Everything from Roman vases to the Kama Sutra.
If this doesn't set up endlessly fucked up gender dynamics, I don't know what would.
Clips from 70s pornos, generic pizza guys and plumbers, scantily clad housewives and teachers bending over.
Oh gee, can you please stab me with your engorged jizz knife so we can spend the next 1,000 generations wondering why there's systemic violence against women? And for what?
Graphic footage of a baby being born. Bloody, sweaty, gross, straight up horror show.
For one of these? A screaming little proto-human?
We do not flinch or cut away. This is important.
A wriggling, 8-pound demon ripping its way out of your tiny pleasure hole. Don't want to watch? Grow a pair. You want to play the game, then you gotta know the score.
Exterior, Salt Lake City day. Ryan skates down the street with her headphones on, weaving between pedestrians, around cars, hopping curves.
The whole thing is just an elaborate biological con game, designed to fill the world with more disgusting little shit monsters.
Ryan zooms past a bus bench realty ad featuring the smug, smiling face we'll soon recognize as her mother, Anita.
And I would know.
My family is in the shit monster business.
Crane up as Ryan swoops into the sparkling commercial parking lot, hops off her board, and strides into a building emblazoned with the words, Utah Family Fertility Clinic. Ryan leads us through the lobby and into the office. In her tattered jean shorts and threadbare t-shirt, she doesn't exactly blend into the polished and clinically tasteful decor.
My father is Salt Lake City's #1 fertility doctor. 30 years running. He likes to brag that he's brought hundreds, possibly thousands, of booger bombs into the world.
Ryan moves past a large wall filled with framed photos of babies born with the help of the clinic.
Good job, Frank. Gold star. You're a real hometown hero.
Passing the waiting patients, Ryan gives an obligatory wave to the sweet-faced head RN at reception, Rashida Collins, 30s, self-assured, wears a cross. Siskin's office. Ryan takes selfies with an anatomical model of a uterus, making goofy faces, pretending to lick it, etc.
Personally, I don't get it. Any of it. Not the wanting to have a kid or the helping.
Ryan rolls listlessly back and forth in the office chair, surrounded by reproductive diagrams. She texts the photos to her friend, Toby.
Boxes for coxes, biatch.
Ryan picks up a framed family portrait from the desk. Ryan, 12, well-groomed and straight-laced, her father, Dr. Frank Siskin, and her mother, Anita.
Face it, some of us are just not meant for parenting. Straight up.
Ryan pulls a Sharpie from the pencil holder, draws devil horns and a pitchfork on her mom's face. Exam room. Dr. Frank Siskin, 60s, personable and charming, goes over the IVF process with a young couple. Ryan's VO plays over.
Blah, blah, blah. You're special. You're going to be great parents.
Siskin demonstrates the process with an anatomical model of a uterus and flexible tube syringe.
Scoop out some eggs, jerk off into a cup, squirt it back into you, and it's still just a roll of the dice.
Dr. Siskin's demeanor is kindly, warm, and professional, just like his clinic. The young couple listen attentively.
Not that my father will tell you that. He just talks about being part of the extended Siskin family.
Lobby, the wall of baby photos, smiling, cheery, cherubic faces, dozens of them.
That's his closer, and it always works.
Front desk, Rashida does paperwork at the counter. Ryan flops down into the rolling chair behind her.
Then Rashida hands you a bill for $25,000 every time.
Ryan grabs a pad of post-it notes, starts making origami animals.
Which is serious fuck you money. So, thank you. Your spunk money pays for my shoes and longboard, and the yearly family vacation to Costa Rica, Angola, Yosemite, or wherever. And pretty much everything in my house. Which is totally gross, when you think about it. Liquid, sticky baby dreams paid for my braces. Ick.
Ryan's eyes flit to Rashida, watches her hand scribbling in perfect looping cursive.
It's boring in there, Rashida.
Boring out here, too.
Does your husband mind you working such long hours?
Ryan.
Boyfriend? Kids? I know you get freaky.
You can't be all graham crackers and sweet
Shouldn't
tea.
you be at home?
Home sucks. We don't have cable.
Ryan,
Everything
I gotta
in
work.
the kitchen is gluten-free.
That's why I'm here. I can't figure that out.
And Anita
for
locked
nothing.
me out of the internet. Thanks, Mom.
And it's not like I'm dying to talk to her, so even my dad can't stand being around her anymore.
Your father's a busy man, Ryan.
Ask him. They don't even talk, just like physically grunt at each other.
Ryan takes a pair of latex gloves from the dispenser, blows them up into a swollen mockery of a human hand. The office phone rings.
Utah Family Fertility. Oh, hello. Yeah, she's right here.
Ryan reluctantly takes it.
This is an unexpected honor. What can I do for you?
Interior open house day. The perfect smiling face from the bus ad, Anita Siskin, 50, think Robin Wright, moves through an immaculate white marble and bay window house, making last-minute adjustments.
Just got off the phone with Mr. Hammond. You remember him, don't you? The vice principal. You know what he had to say, Ryan?
I have an idea.
You are out of sick days. Out of permissible absences. Do you really want to repeat 10th grade? Is that your plan?
Anita pulls a tray of fresh-baked cookies out of the oven, wafts the smell around the model kitchen.
Or I could just drop out. That's always an option.
Ryan ignores her mother's ensuing monologue, scans the patients in the waiting room.
You learn a lot about people, watching them squirm in a doctor's office. The faces change, but the stories are all the same.
3 frat boy donors in board shorts fill out forms.
Scholarship frat boys selling their white heritage and above-average GPA jizz for beer money.
Ryan inflates another latex glove, shifts her gaze to Hailing Chen, 22, mainland Chinese, 8 months pregnant, sitting with 2 gay men, Justin and Doug Marks.
Foreign students pimping their wombs to upwardly mobile freeballers in exchange for an education.
Ryan ties the inflated gloves together, gaze moving to...
And then, of course, there are...
a blue-collar couple in their 40s, Dan Armstrong and Melissa Moreno, sitting nervously, hands clutched together.
The last chance breeders. Eggs and spunk drying out, counting down their last days of potential fertility, praying a poop monster will finally give their lives meaning.
Melissa flips through a magazine without reading it.
My English teacher, Miss Moreno. An okay teacher. Pretty wound up.
Dan Armstrong bounces his leg up and down unconsciously. He's dressed in gym shorts and a polo, the unofficial uniform of a high school gym teacher and coach.
They've been here before. Lots of times.
Melissa, a good Catholic and perpetual optimist, puts her hand on his knee, quieting his anxious energy.
Most patients go through IVF 5 or 6 times before it works. If it works.
Are you listening, Ryan?
Anita fluffs pillows, looks up as a handsome realtor enters. She flashes him a smile, raises a finger. 1 minute.
You want to live with me forever? Keep skipping. You see what happens.
Anita hangs up. The handsome realtor is right there with a kiss, deep and passionate. She slaps him playfully.
Michael, that was my daughter.
Return. Melissa in the clinic lobby. Works her hand free from Dan's white-knuckle grip, whispers in her husband's ear.
Breathe, baby. It's okay. I've got a good feeling this time.
Dan watches Hai Ling as she's led into the back by Rashida. Doug and Justin follow.
We should have done that. All the money we spent, we could have just rented a uterus.
Stay positive.
One of the frat boy donors crosses past them to the counter with his form in hand, eyes scanning for Rashida. Ryan rolls over in the office chair, slams a sample cup on the counter.
All right, let's see what we have here. Dealer's choice. Pick your thing. I won't look.
Ryan pulls out a book of DVD porn. Frat boy, made uncomfortable by Ryan's gaze, pulls out a disc.
Excellent choice. You're in Spank Bank 4. Take your time. Digging for gold can't be rushed.
She offers a pair of latex gloves.
Up. In case things get messy.
Rashida re-enters, sees Ryan, pulls her away.
What are you doing? That is totally inappropriate and probably illegal.
What? I'm helping.
Don't play dumb. Your father's gonna need to have words with you.
Exam room. Close on, an ultrasound wand, tracing circles in the clearish gel splooged all over Melissa's stomach.
I am now obligated to remind you of the statistical chances of a viable egg successfully attaching to the uterine wall.
Dan holds Melissa's hand in a white-knuckle grip, eyes glued to the grainy, pixelated black and white monitor.
I remind you of this mainly because I want you to know how lucky you are.
Dan perks up.
Congratulations, we have a winner.
Relief washes over them. Dan kisses his wife, tears welling in his eyes.
I told you I had a good feeling.
Siskin points to a little white cloud in the sea of pixels.
There. Right there. You see it?
I see it. I see it.
Siskin hits print. A waxy little sheet of paper prints out of the machine. Rashida enters with a mini bottle of champagne.
Who's ready to celebrate?
Rashida pops the cork, pours a couple of small glasses.
An office tradition. Obviously, this should probably be your last drink for a while, Melissa.
I can't believe it.
Melissa's glued to the printout. Dan bear hugs Siskin.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Siskin.
They toast. It's the happiest moment of Dan and Melissa's life.
Welcome to the extended Siskin family.
Siskin's office. Ryan sits across from her father, averting her gaze.
Listen to me, Ryan. This is serious.
Ryan flicks the anatomical model of a uterus with her finger and falls apart into a dozen pieces on the desk.
It has to stop. You have to go to school, make some friends. It can't be that hard, can it?
She lolls in the chair, starts reassembling the model.
You'd be surprised.
Button. It won't be long before this chapter of your life is over forever, and you can't ever go back.
I don't want friends. People suck.
People don't suck. They are the greatest natural resource the world has to offer.
I'm not a patient. You don't have to give me the full pitch.
You'll understand when you have kids.
I don't want kids. Ever. I'm gonna get sterilized as soon as I turn 18. Maybe lobotomized, too. Hysterectomy, just for kicks.
Rashida's gonna give you a ride home.
You're not coming?
If I don't do the work doesn't get done. I'll be home in time for the Daily Show. Going home. Be nice to your mother. She's not your enemy.
Tell her that.
Main office. Ryan sits in the waiting room, drawing mustaches on the covers of celebrity tabloids. Rashida finishes up closing.
Ready?
Ryan casts a look at her father. Hard at work in his office, follows Rashida out the door, skateboard under her arm. Exterior. The sun is setting. Rashida and Ryan walk out to the lot.
You go to church, huh?
Twice a week. Every week.
How can you believe in God and still work here? Aren't you helping my dad use science to go against God's will?
Nobody knows God's will, Ryan. Our patients are just asking God to reconsider.
Rashida unlocks her third-hand Subaru.
Seems like he kind of made his choice.
You know what you need? A pizookie. It's like a pizza, but it's a cookie with ice cream on top.
They charge extra for the diabetes?
They get in. Rashida turns to Ryan.
So you're just gonna let me pull out of here? Just like that?
I don't know what you mean.
You forget something? In your backpack.
Ryan sighs, pulls out the anatomical model of a uterus.
I was just borrowing it for a prank. I was gonna bring it back.
Rashida takes the model.
Pick out some music. Good music. Then we'll go get that pizookie.
She gets out, off Ryan watching after her. Interior, Utah Family Fertility Clinic night. Rashida unlocks the door, enters the darkened office. She leaves the lights off, places the model on the counter. Then she hears strange banging noises.
Dr. Siskin? Frank?
No answer. Rashida peers into Siskin's office, lights on, empty. It's coming from the lab. Bangity, bangity. Rashida creeps down the hall. Bangity, bangity, bangity. Insemination lab. Rashida's eyes go wide in horror as she sees, clear as day, Dr. Siskin is vigorously jerking off into a sample dish.
Oh, God!
Siskin ejaculates. Cut to title card. Spunk. Over black. Music plays. A woman moans in pleasure amid banging noises.
Oh, God, yes, yes.
Interior, Aisha and Cole's apartment, night. A young couple in the throes of passion. Aisha Taylor, 20s, African-American, laid-back, sensual, and her fiancé, Cole Roberts, 20s, Caucasian, a bit of a man-child. Go at it like young lovers do, with gusto. It's intense and passionate. Flashes of flesh, sweat, eyes locked together. Aisha is about to climax when the bed collapses. A moment of shock. Aisha and Cole look at each other, burst out laughing. Aisha sparks the last of a joint, passes it to Cole. Between them is a tray of snacks, tea, homemade nachos. Tangled in the sheets of the collapsed bed, they scan the news on their phones.
Do you see this Colbert bit on immigration reform? It's hilarious.
Aisha lights the joint again, sees something on her phone.
What? No way.
What is it? What's going on?
Aisha turns on the Apple TV, pulls up the CNN app, shots of the Utah Family Fertility Clinic with a photo of Siskin. A scrolling banner reads, "Fertility Doctor Arrested."
Over the course of the clinic's 3 decades, Siskin may have been responsible for impregnating hundreds of unsuspecting patients with his own sperm.
Holy crap.
The broadcast cuts to a reporter outside the clinic. He holds up a distinctive blue envelope.
In an effort to find out just how many people have been affected, the district attorney is urging all the clinic's patients, past and present, to come in for free genetic testing.
Wow. Imagine what it would do to a person, like finding out that your kid wasn't your own. Jeez.
My parents went to a fertility clinic to have me, I think.
Oh my God. You're a spunk baby. I'm fucking a spunk baby.
Not funny, seriously.
Oh, my poor baby, my poor little spunk baby. Don't worry, I've got the cure. Let's find another piece of furniture to break,
She pulls them off the mattress by the hand. Exterior, Siskin house. Ryan and Anita are confronted by scores of reporters camped outside the house, blinded by the flashing lights, crowded by microphones.
Get the hell out of the way! Jesus! Ouch! Move!
They fight their way through. Reporters shout questions.
How does it feel to live with a monster?
Can you comment on the charges against your husband?
Did you know? How much did you know?
Ryan and her mom push through to their powder blue Escalade.
Back it up. Move!
Ryan!
Clear the goddamn driveway, or I will drive over you.
Did your father ever molest you?
Anita gets behind the wheel, honks the horn. Anita revs the engine, and like the Red Sea the reporters part, they wedge through, honking and cussing. Ryan stares at the window, stunned.
Did you know he was a pervert?
The powder blue Escalade zooms down the street. Exterior, Northeastern High School track. Day.
And go!
Dan clicks his stopwatch as gym students sprint on the track, a parade of all different kinds of body types.
Keep it up. Push it. Push it.
Dan spots a scrawny kid, Eric, sitting on the bench. He approaches, shows his earnest, compassionate, fatherly side.
Eric, what's going on, buddy? You have your inhaler? Okay. Look, forget the sprints. Forget gym class. Just try and do some sit-ups or push-ups or something in between games of Call of Duty. Just little things. You know, they add up.
Dan's attention is drawn to a group of boys, laughing and snickering amongst themselves.
Hey, something funny? Line up, sprints, 100 meters. You're up next.
The class is almost over.
Class is over when I say it is. Now line up. Hustle, hustle.
The student assistant, James Chang, 15, heavyset, jogs over.
What were they laughing about? Come on, you heard. Out with it.
Nothing, just dumb stuff.
Was it about Eric? Goddamn bullies.
No, just the Dr. Spunk stuff from the news.
Dan grits his teeth, eyes all the kids.
Is it true that Mrs. Moreno's having Dr. Spunk's kid? Megan Aronson heard one of the teachers say that's why her boobs are getting bigger. Is it a spunk baby?
Which teacher? Who was talking?
Interior, Northeastern High School, Melissa's classroom. A Korean student stands in front of the class reading the Scarlet Letter. Melissa eyes another student. Matthew King Clifford, 16, a football player, too cool, snickering.
Something funny, Matthew?
Banging on the classroom door, Dan's face appears in the window. Hallway. Melissa takes in her husband, agitated, pacing.
It's out. It's all over the school.
Calm down. What's out?
What do you think? Did you or did you not tell Jan Goldman that we were going to Dr. Siskin?
I might have. I don't know. When we were first trying IVF, I may have.
Dan punches a locker. A hall monitor turns to look.
Keep walking, Alan. I'm serious. Well, good job, because she fucking told everyone.
Okay, you're overreacting, okay? It's not that bad.
And you know who told me? James Chang. The fat kid doesn't hear the gossip first. The fat kid hears it last. My kids are laughing at me, Melissa, and they're going to talk, and they're going to talk, and they're going to talk, and any shot that I had at vice principal is gone. And don't think it's going to be any better for you, because it's not.
It's going to be fine. Okay, we don't know anything until we know something. We can't let our fears get the best of us. We're pregnant. Okay, you and I. That's all that matters. This baby is our miracle.
Dan nods, holds her. She's the only one who can quell his temper. Fay Ray to his King Kong, always.
Now go back to your students and ignore them. Like a good teacher.
Interior, University of Utah Lecture Hall, day. Hai Ling sits in class. The professor drones on, but it's all lost on her. She's not listening to the lecture. Her notebook is empty. She can't concentrate. She gathers her books, struggles to navigate her pregnant belly as she leaves abruptly. Campus. Hai Ling, giant red backpack bigger than she is, crosses through the campus, weaving past hurrying students, scanning their faces, all carefree, focused, living their lives. Interior, student housing, lobby. Hai Ling hits the button for the elevator, distracted. The elevator door opens. She's about to step inside when her California blonde roommate exits.
Oh, hi, Hai Ling. There's something in the mailbox for you.
Hai Ling nods, goes to the bank of mailboxes near the elevator.
Also, if it's not too big a deal, I was maybe going to have some people over later tonight.
Hai Ling unlocks the box for her apartment, freezes.
You all right?
Cut to interior post office, mail sorting room, day. Hundreds of blue envelopes moving along a churning river of mail in an automated conveyor belt. We follow them, through the sorting machines and scanners, bunched and bound with rubber bands, stacked into plastic open-top boxes, loaded into anonymous mail trucks. The mail trucks pull out, joining the flow of dozens of identical trucks as they spread out from the post office, weaving down streets, spreading throughout the city. Exterior, the Armstrong house, front lawn, day. Water gushes out of a hose, splashes down in heavy sputters into the lawn made muddy. Dan stands, watering to excess, not paying attention. He's tracking something down the street. The mail truck, creeping ever closer, hopscotching from mailbox to mailbox. Kitchen. Melissa looks out the kitchen window at Dan in the front lawn while talking on the phone with her sister, Talia. 30, neo-hippie, reeks of fertility.
God, you should see the lawn, Tal. He's turning it into a swamp. He's letting himself get all worked up over this thing.
Intercut. Talia multitasks, wrangling 4 kids as they run wild through her house.
It's not worked up, Melissa. It's what's called a proportional response.
And mine isn't?
Through the window, we can still see Dan, plaid shorts and pastel polo, hose blasting, staring off like a zombie.
No. How can you not be freaking out? This is insane.
Because if I started, I wouldn't stop.
But what if it is the creepy doctor's baby? What then? What if your baby looks back at you with those creepy eyes? Or that mustache?
God isn't cruel enough to do that to us.
Said the victims of every horrendous atrocity in human history 5 minutes before he was.
You know, you're supposed to be helping, Talia.
You're right, of course. But what about Dan?
Melissa's eyes flit to her husband on the lawn.
Don't forget, I've seen him toss a couch clear across the room when his team loses. I can't imagine how he'd react.
Well, we're not going to have to find out. Okay, we decided not to get tested, even if we do get an envelope.
You're joking.
Nothing is going to ruin this for us, Tal. This is our baby. Nobody but ours.
Ugh, you make me sick. You're so goddamn saintly.
Front lawn. The mailman pulls up next door. Dan puts on a big fake smile.
Bob, hey, how you doing?
Same old, same old. Oh, hold on there.
Dan waits impatiently as mailman Bob takes his time sorting through his truck. Dan eyes the bundles, swallows hard. Mailman Bob hands him a bundle of envelopes and coupon mailers rubber banded together. Dan snaps it out of his hand, flips through it, finds the blue envelope.
Oh, sorry.
Dan freezes. Mailman Bob awkwardly gets back into his truck. Melissa, through the kitchen window, sees the blue envelope.
So we're all set for dinner on Sunday. It's just going to be pizza, I think.
Melissa doesn't hear a word her sister is saying. She's just frozen. Through the window, Dan meets her eyes. Cut to Aisha in Cole's apartment, home office. Cole paces around his little office, bouncing a rubber ball off the wall, talking to his agent on the phone. I don't know what to tell you. They passed, said it wasn't edgy enough.
Well, can I submit another proposal, something edgier?
It'll be the last time, and it better be good. He hangs up. Aisha enters with a perfunctory knock on the doorframe.
Hey, Hemingway. I was maybe going to go to the store. Want to come?
She drapes herself over the couch.
Thought we could get some hardware from the store. You know, the new whatever we need for the toilet. You know, something sexy like that.
Can we maybe do it later? I'm kind of working right now.
Like a couple of hours or indefinitely later?
You could go without me. It's called a flapper. Just ask the guy.
She gets up heavily, starts to go.
Oh, quick question.
Aisha, my agent sends Pembroke didn't like the proposal. My third, so unless I come up with something new again and really blow them away, I'm back to temping.
Okay, I got it. I'm not trying to distract you or anything. I know the stress you're under.
Is that right?
Aisha nods mischievously, gets down on her knees, unbuckles Cole's pants. He relaxes visibly, then she stops.
I mean, but if you're too busy, I understand.
You are a bloody devil.
Aisha slinks out of the office. Cole returns to his keyboard, thinks for a minute, pulls up a CNN article on the scandal. There's a picture of a crying woman holding one of the blue envelopes. The headline reads, "Dozens of patients devastated by doctor's betrayal." Aisha sorts the mail. Flipping past envelopes, catalogs, coupon flyers, she stops. Cole turns as Aisha re-enters. Her face is ashen.
What is it? What's the matter?
He sees the blue envelope.
Is that It's for me, isn't it?
She fans the mail. There's not one, but 2 blue envelopes. Interior, Aisha and Cole's apartment, day. Cole scans the letter from the blue envelope. Looks up as Aisha enters, throws down her bag, goes to the fridge to get a cider.
That well?
Oh, even fucking better. My mom said, and I quote, that whether she did or did not go to a fertility doctor is none of my business, which I think is a completely fucking fascinating take on the whole subject of my conception.
And everything with the doctor?
Says there's no way. No way. Look at your nose, she says, and no white doctor is going to tell us different. She basically can't even entertain the possibility.
And your dad just sat there, I'm assuming.
Stoic silence, with a dash of grim authority. Plus, he's got a new book coming out with a big press tour and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, he's fully in full-on narcissist mode. Both of them.
She flops down on the couch heavily.
So, on the bright side, I might be 50% less narcissist than I thought.
Well, my dad couldn't remember anything. No big surprise, but I didn't want to push it.
So, what? Get tested or not?
This is not happening. We are not related. We are freaking out over nothing.
It's kind of not nothing.
Well, maybe we're looking at this all wrong. Maybe it's kind of hot.
It is not hot.
She hits him with a pillow.
It's the textbook definition of the opposite of hot, you fucking perv.
Cole fends off her pillow attack, kisses her.
Weren't you the one who was all like, fuck me, spunk baby? Wasn't that you?
He kisses down her neck, teasing.
You are ridiculous and disgusting. And you are never, ever to speak of this again. Ever. You got that? I'm serious. I'm not even playing around.
From between her legs.
Message received.
Interior, police station, interrogation room. Frank's mouth wide open. A police technician swabs his mouth with a Q-tip. Frank's lawyer, Marcy Kaufman, stands off watching. The swab is placed into a tube, labeled and sealed in plastic. Outside the interrogation room, Ryan and Anita sit in a couple of cheap plastic chairs, waiting. Cops pass by, going about their business. A uniformed officer stands in front of the door. The door opens, and the technician leaves. The door closes again. Anita sips her coffee from a styrofoam cup.
This coffee is atrocious. Worst I've ever had, really.
Ryan chips the polish off her nails.
How could you not know?
Not now, Ryan.
I mean, do you guys ever screw? Ever? How long has it been exactly?
Ryan, keep your voice down.
Has he been a pervo the entire time? Does he make you do things?
Not now.
When, then? When he's convicted? When the press digs up all the dirt and I have to read it on BuzzFeed?
Anita shoots a fake smile at the uniformed cop. He doesn't return it. She drops the facade.
You know, this is my own personal hell. It's like a Kafkaesque nightmare of public humiliation.
Yeah, it's all about you. Clearly.
A knock at the door. The uniformed cop opens it. Siskin's lawyer, Marcy Kaufman, 40s, petite, sharp, steps out.
Thank Christ, you were in there forever.
There was a lot to go over, and your husband is not very forthcoming.
I'll get him talking. Don't worry.
I'm afraid not.
Excuse me?
He doesn't want to talk to you. Not directly. I've got some basic instructions for you, but...
So this has been what? Just a total waste of my time?
Kaufman turns to Ryan.
Her? He wants to talk to Ryan, but not me. Well, that is not going to happen.
His wishes, I'm just passing them along.
I don't want to go in there.
Interrogation room. Ryan stands immobile as the door closes behind her. Frank Siskin sits at the metal interrogation table, handcuffed.
Hey, Button. How you doing?
Ryan moves cautiously around, sits opposite him.
How's school?
Not going at the moment.
Right. There are a lot of things going on. They're not going to be understandable. Nothing between you and I has to change. You're still my special little girl. You're mad. I know that. But you're the only thing in the world that matters to me now. I need you to know that. Your mother isn't going to understand. The patients, they won't understand. The public will vilify me, but you ground me. You're my daughter, my princess. You're my everything, Ryan.
Can you tell me why, at least?
Ryan, you will understand. I promise. In time.
He reaches out and holds her hands.
People hate us. They think we knew that we helped. They think that we're monsters.
You have to be strong, Button.
Siskin slides a crumpled piece of paper from his hand into hers. She looks at him, not understanding.
You don't have to say anything. Just being here is enough. I would hate for this to destroy us.
He casts a glance at the camera mounted on the ceiling.
You'll come see me again, won't you?
Interior, Cornerstone Grace, offices. Close on, Dan's hands, wringing themselves red.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, there is no doubt about that.
Reverend Mike, 30s, flashes a condescending smile, the kind that pretends to have all the answers. Melissa and Dan sit across the desk.
But this is a miracle.
Melissa works one of Dan's hands free, grips it.
You two were unable to conceive, but because of this man's horrendous acts, now you are with child, and that child is innocent.
A miracle?
You have a right to be angry, Dan. This is a test. But it's also a gift. We've started a support group here at the church. Come. You don't have to share if you don't feel like it, but listen. It's important to remember that you're not alone in this.
Off Dan. Smiling, nodding. Interior, Northeastern High School Gymnasium. Night. Close on, a heavy bag getting the sawdust pounded out of it. Dan beats the holy hell out of the bag. This isn't a workout, this is therapy. Violent, explosive. The rest of the gym is empty. The only sound is the rhythmic pounding of his fists against the old-school canvas bag. After a violent flurry of punches, Dan collapses to the floor, panting, fighting back a flood of feeling. Interior, Aisha and Cole's apartment, night. Cole sits on the couch, typing furiously on his keyboard. Aisha, in just her panties and a cropped shirt, not trying to be sexy, just comfortable, walks in behind him.
Is that the new proposal? Can I read it?
Not yet, it's not ready.
She shrugs, crosses to the kitchen, grabs an apple from the kitchen. Cole takes in her outfit.
Fine, just don't forget your #1 fan. I've been doing some reading, and this shit with the doctor, it happens all the time, apparently. There was this one guy, Bertold Weisner, opened the first fertility clinic in London back in, I don't know, like 1940 or some shit. Said that they were using sperm from only the best, most exclusive, educated donors. Turns out there was only one.
She flops down on the couch, munches the apple. Conscious or not, it's sexy as hell.
Dude had something like 600 kids over 30 years. And now there's God knows how many people wandering around the UK who have no idea.
Could you put something on or close the windows or something? The FedEx guy could see you.
You expecting a FedEx call?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I think I do.
She decides not to argue. Gets up, crosses to the bedroom. He sighs. Didn't mean to do that. Interior, Ryan's bedroom, day. Close on, the crumpled note in Ryan's hand, scribbled in blue ballpoint pen. 99542716. Ryan stares at it. Consumed, confused. Music plays. The TV's on, the computer's open, but she's not using any of it. It's just white noise. She flips the note over. Sees doodles. A square and some chicken scratch flowers. She looks back at the numbers. Her gaze drifts to the window. Down to the backyard and the tool shed. A simple cube next to a bed of flowers.
Ryan! Ryan, you're going to be late.
Exterior. Sidewalk day. Close on Ryan's longboard, weaving along the cracked pavement to the tune of DeAntwoord's I Think You Freaky. Wireless headphones in, leaning back on her heels, scooping back and forth with ease, Ryan's in her own world. Exterior, Northeastern High School, bike stands. Ryan coasts onto the school grounds, spots her weirdo friends sneaking cigarettes by the bike rack. She veers towards the island of misfit toys, gracefully hops off the board, pulls off her headphones.
Hey, losers. What'd I miss?
Toby Rittenhouse, 17, heavyset, arty, looks up.
You're back.
Yeah. Turns out you can't call in sick for life. Gotta show up and do the school thing sometimes. What is it? You never seen a local celebrity before? Come on, Toby.
We should get to class.
Toby grabs his backpack, heads inside. The others follow, stonewalling her. Ryan watches after them, hurt. Melissa's classroom, test time. The students work silently on their exams. Ryan scratches out her answers as quickly as she can, hypersensitive to every giggle and whisper. The ginger student next to her gets her attention, angles his paper to show her. A lewd drawing of her dad jerking off. Ryan dead-eyes him. He makes a blowjob motion with his mouth and hand.
Eyes on your own paper.
Melissa watches Ryan in the back of the class. She absent-mindedly strokes her pregnant belly. Ryan sees her watching, averts her eyes. The bell rings.
Okay, time's up. Tests up front. Read the next 2 chapters for tomorrow.
The students file out of class, dropping their tests off on the desk. Ryan hangs back, waiting. When everyone else is gone, Ryan puts her test into the pile.
Miss Moreno?
I can't talk now. Ryan. Faculty meeting?
Melissa gathers her tests, heads out. Ryan follows, but is stopped by King Clifford waiting at the threshold.
That was cold, straight up. Can you blame her, though? Your dad pretty much raped her. Now, does that count as rape, or is it just like trespassing?
Fuck yourself.
Ryan tries to push past. King Clifford shoves her back against the door jamb hard, pins her there.
Nobody wants you here. Don't you get that? Go back home to Big Daddy Spunk and don't come back.
Ryan knees him in the groin. He grits his teeth, tosses her into the desks.
Fucking bitch!
Ryan gets up, charges back, tackles him. It's a vicious, hair-pulling, head-slamming fight. Hallway, outside the classroom. Melissa hesitates outside. She can hear Ryan getting her ass kicked. But she doesn't intercede. She lets it happen. Exterior, high school. Ryan trudges across the lawn, lip bloody, limping. Toby and the weirdos are there by the bike rack. Ryan gives them a wide berth when she's hit in the back with something. She reaches back to feel egg yolk. Looks up, smack! Another egg hits her, and then another, and then another. Toby and the weirdos hurl eggs with rabid ferocity. Eggs rain down on Ryan like hailstones.
Spunk, baby, go home.
Ryan's too stunned and humiliated to do anything but shield her face and skate off, hiding the tears as they slide down her face. Interior, Cornerstone Grace, rec room, night. Dan stands in a group circle, arms crossed, jaw locked. He glances around the circle, the faces of the men, at Reverend Mike in his green sweater like Ned Flanders.
My wife and I have been trying to get pregnant for almost 20 years. And we started IVF about 8 years ago, and we finally got the good news last week, right before this happened.
Looks of sympathy all around.
So many years praying, so much money and heartbreak for so long. And all I can do is think about this asshole. I'm sorry.
Quite all right. Continue.
I'm not thinking about my baby, or my wife, or the millions of things an expectant dad should be thinking about, like cribs or car seats, or whatever. I close my eyes at night, and all I see are my hands around his neck. And this isn't me. I'm not like this. But the idea that he would, that he could take this away from us, poison this for us, I want to hurt him badly. I just want to pound his smug little fucking face into pudding. But yeah, that's wrong. That is wrong. I know, that is wrong. It's not Christian, it's not moral. And Reverend Mike, he says this is a miracle, but, yeah, okay, so who knows? Maybe he's right. Maybe if it wasn't for this pervert, my wife wouldn't be pregnant. Maybe my jizz wasn't good enough. Maybe this guy, this monster, this asshole, he's like Captain fucking Baby Maker.
That's enough.
So I guess God's plan for us, for this monster, is to have, God knows how many kids, ruin God knows how many lives and families. Well, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck his plan and fuck God.
Reverend Mike and a couple of the dads try to calm him down. He resists.
And we're just supposed to what? Just move on? Not think about his face while we're in bed with our wives? When we're making love? What if our baby looks like him, laughs like him, or God forbid, what if they act like him?
Dan, enough.
Exterior, parking lot. Dan charges out to his car. He fumbles with his keys, drops them, starts kicking the shit out of his tires.
Yo, you okay?
Out of breath, Dan looks up to see Matthias Lefauve, 40s, tall, handsome.
Yeah, I have a bit of a temper. I'm sorry about that.
No, don't be. Everything you said, I feel. A lot of us do.
Dan meets his eyes. A couple of the other guys from the group have wandered out. Interior, the Siskin house, Ryan's room, night. Carnal Knowledge plays on the TV. Ryan lies on her bed, texting with Toby under the anonymous name AnonXXX21. Her phone bloops with each text message.
You are such a bad boy.
I can't help it. You bring it out of me.
Just how bad are you?
Send me nudes, and I'll show you.
Ryan eats handfuls of Doritos, licking her fingers as Jack Nicholson berates Anne Margaret on screen.
You first. Dick pics. Good ones.
3 little dots bounce under Toby's name. Ryan Googles sexy selfies. Dozens of skank shots pop up. She picks one at random, drops it into the chat.
Just a tease. Now whip it out.
Ryan stuffs another handful of chips in her mouth when she hears a crash downstairs. Kitchen. Anita rips the kitchen apart, tosses the drawers and cabinets, tears streaming down her face. She picks up various items, throws them into a box.
Are you insane? What are you doing?
Anita pours a glass of wine from a mostly empty bottle, tosses a framed photo into the box.
Getting rid of everything your father ever gave me.
The albums, too?
I don't need to justify this to you, Ryan. I have been betrayed in every single way imaginable. Humiliated, vilified, lied to, bankrupted.
Ryan goes to the cabinet under the sink, pulls out a can of lighter fluid, grabs a box, heads outside.
If you're gonna do it big.
Backyard. Ryan dumps out the box onto the grill, squirts lighter fluid all over it. Anita lights a match and tosses it in. The whole thing goes up in bright orange flames, much bigger than expected. They watch it burn for a long moment. There's a bloop from Ryan's phone. She checks it. It's a picture. She smiles, chuckling to herself.
I'm getting my wedding dress.
Anita heads inside. Ryan waits a moment. Then once her mom is for sure gone, Ryan goes to the shed. It's empty. The flower bed, just flowers. But next to them is a bush. And under the bush is a heavy-duty safe with a digital keypad buried in the dirt. Ryan pulls out the crumpled note with the numbers. She punches the numbers into the keypad. The safe unlocks. She pulls out a photo album. Starts flipping through it. They're photos of happy families of all descriptions, all totally normal except for one detail. The wives and kids are smiling, unguarded, but the fathers' faces have all been scratched out. Ryan flips the pages one after another, all the same haunted images. The families of all the babies Siskins fathered. She tosses the book back into the safe, slams the door shut. Off Ryan, creeped out, unsure what to do. Interior, Heiling student apartment, bathroom, night. Heiling stands in the shower, feels the cold water on her face, cascading down her belly. There's a knock.
Eileen, there's someone here to see you.
Living room. Heiling emerges from the bedroom, hair wet, sees Mazursky, a lawyer, seated on the couch.
First of all, Doug and Justin send their apologies that they aren't able to be here themselves, but, well, that's kind of the point.
As he talks, the sound gradually drops out.
My clients are demanding an immediate DNA test of the fetus, and if it is revealed that there was some act of malfeasance in its conception, then naturally the contract with the clinic, and therefore the contract with you.
Close on Mazursky's mouth, his voice barely audible.
And what happens then?
Well, that would be up to you. It's your baby, after all.
Interior, Stackhouse Bar, night. Dan drains a beer with Matthias and the other guys.
Hey man, I've thought about shooting him. Running him over. Beating his face in with a bat or a crowbar. Not that I would do it, but somehow I think it would make me feel better.
A heavyset man, Mitchell.
He deserves it. And worse. But you know they won't do shit. Even if they find him guilty, what can they do? Take away his medical license?
Send him to prison. A serious one, not some Mickey Mouse bullshit, but like a HBO prison, like fucking Oz.
Rob, a fidgety guy, shakes his head.
Fat chance. My cousin's a lawyer, and he says it's not technically illegal.
You're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me, right?
Apparently there's no law against doctors donating their sperm to their patients or some shit. And that makes it questionable to prosecute. So they're basically playing the, what else can we throw at him game? Wire fraud, mail fraud, money laundering, whatever.
It's rape. It's fucking rape.
The bar patrons stop everything, crane their necks to look at him.
Of course it's fucking rape. But how does that help us now? What do? We sue? Go through all that humiliation? Scar our kids by putting their names in the papers? What then?
Testing starts tomorrow.
So does the arraignment. So which one are you going to?
Interior, Aisha and Cole's apartment, night. Cole sits up reading. Aisha jumps in bed, crawls over, pulls the book out of his hands.
According to my watch, it's sexy time o'clock. I've had a hard day, baby, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not really up for it. I don't think. Not tonight.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just not feeling well. Is that okay?
Aisha lies in bed, tossing and turning. Next to her, Cole sleeps soundly. Aisha slips out. Interior, bathroom. Aisha sits on the toilet, searching for pictures of Siskin while she pees. Picks one, a straight-ahead professional portrait in a white lab coat. Welcoming smile, slight double chin. She looks at it. Really looks at it. Zooms in on it. Aisha looks at herself in the mirror, really looks. Takes in all her angles, squishes her nose. She holds up the picture of Siskin, compares herself to it, makes a double chin, searches for some similarity. Cole is startled awake by Aisha hitting him with a pillow.
What the hell is going on?
Not feeling well or just not wanting to fuck me anymore?
She keeps hitting him with a pillow, half playfully, half furious. She's a volatile person, but never scary.
No, Jesus, that's not...
We need to keep our magical space, Cole.
I just wasn't into
that romantic spark, we need to protect it.
I knew this
now
would be hot.
more than ever.
Aisha,
don't
stop.
You see that?
You're right. I know, and I'm sorry.
He puts his arms around her.
We're in this together. We need to just forget about all this shit. Go back to how it was.
You mean that?
Interior. Dan's minivan. Day. Dan and Melissa sit in silence for a long moment.
You sure you want to do this?
I can't stand seeing you like this. Torn up. Angry. I know it's not his. I know it in my heart. Let's just prove it.
He looks at her, nods. They get out, walk toward the Utah Family Fertility Clinic. The clinic is abuzz with activity. News crews record human interest pieces. The police are there. Hordes of people gawk. Interior lobby. Dozens of patients are lined up, many with their children. A paralegal from the district attorney's office takes names and hands out paperwork. Dan and Melissa sit. Awkward. Dan adjusts, can't get comfortable.
Breathe. Breathe, honey.
Dan scans the faces in the waiting room. Anxious parents, screaming toddlers, depressed teens. If there's a waiting room in hell, this is probably the one. Dan's gaze drifts to the framed baby pictures on the wall.
They should have at least taken those down.
Well, they're probably not allowed to.
We should go. This was a mistake. Let's go. Come on.
No, we need to do this. Not knowing is killing you. You agreed.
I was wrong. This was a bad idea.
Dan and Melissa Armstrong?
Hearing the familiar voice, Dan turns.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Dan!
I want to help.
You already helped.
Melissa can feel what's coming. Tries to hold his arm. He pulls free.
Every time we came in here, you helped with that fucking smile, made us feel welcome. You helped, all right, just not us.
The paralegal tries to interject.
This isn't the place.
Dan, honey. Come on.
You made us feel safe. You made the appointments and kept the records. You billed us. For fuck's sake, you took our money.
Rashida just stands there and takes it. Eyes wet. Everything he's saying she's already thought and prayed on.
You have to go now.
Dan takes in the eyes of all the other patients staring at him. Glad he's expressing what they can't. He's not embarrassed. He's doing this for them.
I hope you fucking rot in hell.
He goes to the baby wall and starts ripping it down. He's a big guy. People get out of the way. He pulls at the anchors with impressive strength, pulls down the giant wall display. It crashes to the floor. Dan storms off. Melissa swallows hard. Exam room. Melissa sits down, anxious.
The nurse will be in a minute to draw some blood, get some information.
Can you stay?
Rashida sits. Melissa takes her hand. She holds it tight. Rashida squeezes it back. Interior, Northeastern High School, classroom. Ryan watches the clock. 10 minutes to the bell. She raises her hand.
Can I use the bathroom?
Hallway. Ryan pulls out a stack of flyers out of her bag. She starts making it rain, throwing them in the air like confetti as she walks. The bell rings. Students flood out of the classrooms, exploding into commotion at the sight of the flyers. Ryan puts on her headphones and pushes through the front doors. Toby exits class. Everyone is pointing and laughing at him. He picks up a flyer. They're printouts of his dick pics. He runs off humiliated. Melissa sees what's going on, snaps into action, grabbing flyers from students' hands.
Drop the flyers. Everyone. Go to class. Anyone caught with one of these will be immediately suspended. Move!
Melissa pushes to the front door, looks through the window in time to see Ryan skateboarding off. Exterior, courtroom day. Dan gets out of his minivan. He's outside the courthouse. Dozens of men and women are gathered outside. The crowd is rabid. Dan controls his breathing, wades into the crowd. He joins the other dads just as the police van pulls up. Dan watches as Siskin is taken out in shackles. His feet hit the ground, chains rattling, guards encircling him.
Burn in hell, Siskin. Burn in hell, you son of a bitch.
Dan lets his anger fly, getting red in the face as he yells his lungs out. Dan breaks through the police barrier, ready to rip Siskin's fucking head off. Dan is pulled back by 3 police officers. He's big and angry, and it takes all their might to hold him back.
Get off me! Get the hell off me! Siskin! Siskin!
Siskin turns, meets his eyes. Dan's eyes are full of hate. Until he's slammed to the concrete, pinned under the cop's weight. He watches helpless as Siskin disappears inside the courthouse. Interior, Utah Family Fertility Clinic. Rashida watches as the nurse draws blood from Hailing. Red liquid fills a clear plastic tube. Rashida meets Hailing's eyes, welling with tears.
It's gonna be okay.
Thank you. But I don't think it will be. They don't want the baby. Nobody will. It's my baby now. And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Rashida embraces Hailing. She starts weeping. Exterior, sidewalk. Music blasts in her headphones as Ryan skates, lolling back and forth, lit cigarette dangling on the edge of her lip. Crane up as she skates up to the courthouse steps. Music continues playing over the courthouse lobby as Ryan goes through security and the metal detector. Name checked off a list, she's let into the court. Courtroom. Ryan enters the packed courtroom, joins her mother in the pews. Anita doesn't even acknowledge her.
You can't be late.
I'm not.
She turns up the volume on her iPhone. The bailiff brings the court into session, but we can't hear a word. The music is too loud. Ryan slumps in the pew, watching the back of her father's head as the proceedings begin. Can't get a clear look of her father's face. She scans the faces of the others in the courtroom, the parents holding back floods of feeling, the reporters circling blood in the water, the lawyers posturing and puffing. Off Ryan, slumped in the pew. Interior, Aisha and Cole's apartment, night. No sex, no pot, no passion. They just lie in bed, awkward.
Are we going to be okay, you think?
Yes, I do.
What about better than okay? Is that possible anymore?
It's fine. Things will get back to normal. They have to. I won't let this mess everything up.
I don't fucking mean that.
Fuck you. Yes, I do. I mean, what choice do I have? I'm never going to meet another you.
Cheesy.
I'm serious. I've never been with anyone else that laughed or swooned or made love in the exact same moment, in the same space and time as me. Isn't that what's important?
But what if the reason we are so perfect together is the exact same reason why we shouldn't be?
And the question hangs in the air. Aisha reaches over to stroke his face, then squishes his nose like she did with her own earlier in comparison with Siskin. Cut to interior, Rashida's apartment, kitchen, night. The microwave. TV dinner spinning in the radiation. Rashida watches it spin. There's a real sadness in her. Doorbell. Rashida answers the door. It's Hai Ling. She looks like she's been crying.
Hai Ling, what are you doing here?
Can I come in?
I don't know. It's kind of a mess.
Rashida sees the suitcase at Hai Ling's feet.
Yeah, okay. Come on in.
Rashida shows Hai Ling in. She's taken aback to see the endless stacks of collections, bins, newspapers. Rashida is a full-on hoarder. Mess, indeed. Rashida clears a space on the couch for Hai Ling, embarrassed.
You're welcome as long as you need.
Interior, Dan Melissa's house, night. Melissa sits on the couch with her two giant German shepherds, watching the news. Footage of the courthouse. Siskin walking down the steps with Anita and Ryan.
Dr. Frank Siskin was released on $500,000 bail today, while dozens of angry parents protested outside.
Dan enters, sees her watching the news.
Where were you?
Nowhere. Just driving.
I did the test without you.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
He puts his head in her lap. She pets his hair.
When I saw her and all those fucking photos.
I know.
She keeps her eyes on the news. Footage of Siskin emerging from the courthouse.
I let Ryan get beat up yesterday. I just stood there and let it happen.
Dan looks at her.
I don't know why I did that.
He takes her hand.
God is the reason our child is coming into this world, Dan. Not the devil. Not Frank Siskin.
Interior, the Siskin house, night. Ryan leaves her room, treading lightly. She passes the master bedroom, glimpses through the crack in the door her father, Frank Siskin, free for the moment, sitting in the dark, stone still. She tiptoes down the stairs. Backyard. Ryan clears the dirt from the buried safe. She punches the code into the keypad. It emits a loud Still locked. She tries again. Her expression drops. Her father's changed the code.
Ryan, you back here?
Ryan snaps out of it. Matthew King Clifford wanders into the backyard. Ryan stands defensively.
I know, but...
What the fuck are you doing?
Hold on. I'm sorry, I wanted to say I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
I'm serious. I'm sorry about what I said, and I'm sorry about the fight. I didn't know who else I could talk to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We got a letter. My family. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what this means or what happens next, and
Well, I don't fucking know either. But if there's anyone better to talk to about this, I can't think of them, so... You're not that stupid, I guess. Do you know where I was today? At my father's arraignment, but I guess I could say our father's arraignment. It's fucked up. Everything is fucked up, seriously. But it's fucked up for all of us. I don't know who my dad is either. Not really, turns out. But at least if your test turns out positive, you're not alone.
Interior, kitchen. Anita scoops out food from takeout containers. She's agitated, on edge, on the phone, leaving a message.
16 texts, Michael. 16. Please meet me at the NoHo house tomorrow. I need you.
She pulls out her pills, pops one.
Ryan? Frank?
Master bedroom. The lights are off. The only light is from the bathroom. Frank Siskin sits on the edge of the bed, his back to us, silhouetted in the light.
Dinner's ready.
Frank stares off, perfectly still, breathes, doesn't move.
Am I on the right path, O Lord?
A figure emerges from the shadows we've been watching this whole time. A figure with long hair, robes, a cigarette with a glowing red cherry hanging from its lips.
Just tell me if all this suffering is worth the cost.
The figure sits on the edge of the bed, lays his hand on Frank's shoulder. A drop of blood stains the sheets, dripping from a crown of thorns.
The path of the righteous is never easy.
Frank turns to the figure.
But the righteous know no other path by which to walk.
Frank closes his eyes, tears dripping down his cheeks. Fade to black.